Hello and welcome to episode 11 of World Ball Wanderers, where we'll be trying to get the last two wins we need with a non-rare team to be able to move on to building a rare team. In the last episode we obviously did finish this non-rare team off to put ourselves in this position and did manage to get the first win with it. So yeah, it's just a case of hopefully getting the job done in these three games and not having to drag it past this episode. So we're into the first game here as we kick off. I do win it back very early with Baumgartlinger in the midfield. It's something he does so well, and we start to play it through the midfield straight through his team. Puskas gets in the box now. The shot is saved with a bit of manualing. I don't know what kind of chaos happens there, but I believe they deemed, I'm not sure which player of his that is, it might be Fofana by the looks of things. Yeah, they deem him to have, well, probably committed some sort of foul on me forward. I can't exactly work out what, but with how crazy he flew into it, I can imagine there might have been some contact on that bicycle kick attempt. And I've been going down the middle kind of into the top of the net a lot recently, and it has served me generally quite well. You get the odd person who wobbles his keeper either side, then sticks the middle and thinks he's done you on mentality, but that can be annoying because I've made my decision to begin with and he's already thinking, look, I've tricked him by making me think I'm going to dive and not, when really I was always going to go that way. But generally the percentage of success on it has been very high. But yeah, a couple of goals went by there. I think he equalised with Ronaldo before we got in the box again with Puskas, and he tried to manual again but wasn't falling for it this time. This falls into the feet of Niederlechner and he dispatches of that. Niederlechner actually does prove to be quite the handy little player, to be fair, for a non-rare. I don't know how long it'll be here, of course, as we will hopefully be able to move on to rares quite soon. I'm trying to kind of work out what I'd be prioritising to begin with. It might be defenders, because I think I can do a bit of work with Niederlechner, but in terms of the defenders, really, yeah, I can picture that being the most likely thing to hold me back initially, with Willy Orban and Poch still the two non-rares I'm using, especially with Willy Orban and the pace he's severely lacking. So it might be defenders that are prioritised first as we score another one with Puskas there. A left foot finesse, which is probably the most common finish I've scored throughout the entire series so far. And we come forward again now. Niederlechner trying to find a bit of space. Does great work there. That's what I mean about him being a very capable player. That's just, well, that's more than a non-rare goal's worth of ability there. Again, we win it back in our defence, and the way we've been moving up the pitch has been pretty seamless. Sometimes I am in my bag, as they say, and yeah, the way I move up the pitch, I manage to get through on goal can just be, well, easy at times, and this was one of those games where that was the case. As we head into half-time, 6-1 up, which is definitely probably a first. I went definitely probably, that kind of contradicts itself. It's definitely a first. Swallow makes another save. He's actually been pretty handy as well. As a goalie, obviously it's kind of known on this FIFA that not many goalies actually differ from each other, and for instance a recent one that I know some people have done is that SBC for Joe Hart, and he's not quite gone down as people may have hoped, as probably just a normal Nick Pope outclasses him by quite a bit. So yeah, you never know with goalies. Obviously Swallow will be getting upgraded, as will everyone, but whether I consider him a priority or not is another question, as he has generally been quite useful, as he does now go and concede 2 goals there, but there's only so much he can do. We don't let those 2 goals there deter us as we come forward again into the feet of Niederlechner, and he goes far post this time to score himself another goal. I don't know if he's probably, I think that is at least a hat-trick at this point, so it is just great work all round from him. We win it again, rather high this time. Niederlechner again gets on his right foot thinking he's going to score another, and he does. In my head I thought I remembered that as something that got saved, but no, absolutely lashes that into the back of the net. He comes forward again. I think I get there with an offender, and it's not really think I get there, I do get there, but that choice of pass, as we've literally gone and done it again, both are awful decisions, and I deserve to concede on both occasions as I do. This time winning it rather deep with, I want to say that's Orban, balls to the feet of Henriks, and again just a little 1-2, and you can already see the space opening for Baumgartner. And I've got a score here, easy square to Niederlechner, and I think that is his 4th of the game, as we'll probably see now on the kind of end of game stat screen. It comes up. Yeah, that was 5 each for both forwards, so scoring 10 and them splitting it is just pretty much perfect stuff. As you want to see, I'm not obviously too concerned about Puskas goals right now. Just need to get the wins, and that is another one that we did get ourselves there. So we're now down to only needing one, which hopefully we can do in these remaining 2 games and not have to drag it on to next episode. And hopefully we can start next episode with more upgrades, unless we can even get it in this second game and get them started this game. And a good way to start is to win a penalty. Probably should have scored in the first place and maybe get a bit fortunate that we are tripped afterwards. But again, pick that same spot. He dives right again as the last person did, and we do go 1-0 up. He now comes forward here. I thought I'd done enough to cut that out, and also thought that this would usually be cleared by defenders, but Robin wins that, in all fairness to him, and powers that home off his head. So we are pegged back before half time, head into it 1-0. We see the stats, quite a low shot game, to be honest. Only had 5 shots or 6 shots I think it was between us at half time, so quite a close affair so far, and I can already see that space opening at the back post as our centre backs haven't quite got it in them to follow those kind of situations. And we do go 2-1 down. I kind of respect the quick 1-2 and ball into Pereira, I think that was there, as he does score again to put us 3-1 down. And this one's sorry, this one's probably looking like it's slipping away from us, and we will have to take it into the final game and hopefully get the job done. We're not going to give up just yet as we come forward, trying to find a bit of space. I can see a bit of space right there opening up for Puskas, and we do finish to give ourselves a kind of fighting chance in these final 15 minutes. But off that he does come forward again, and from a corner, I think it's Leroy Fer. I'm yet to use myself despite doing the SBC. I am going to try and make a team for next weekend to be able to use him. But yeah, he powers that home and gives us the 4-2 loss, so I weren't quite able to get it done in that game. Obviously only shooting 3 times, I can't really complain. I need to do more there, to be honest. This guy, I think I saw Fofana up front, so what his plan was I don't know. But yeah, this isn't friendly, so we're trying to get the upgrade, or what is unbeknownst to me. But yeah, heading into this final game, just really need to focus on getting that win so we can look into moving on to Rares next episode. We win it again in, I'd say, midfield. It looked like midfield, but I think it's our defender that actually won it. A couple simple passes just get oof relatively 3, but I'm probably kind of expecting a bit too much from Nomre there to be able to finish that, as it does go quite a few yards wide. And we win it again high, but that's quite a tame effort from Puskas. He now attempts to come forward, but Henriks is behind that. We just about get there. Start to move through the pitch again. I can see a blatant run being made there. Nidal needs to try and get it to Puskas, which he manages to. Initially gets the block, but trying to rework a bit more space to shoot. I do that, and his left foot finish once again. I have actually forgot myself if he is left footed or right footed, but the amount of goals I score from the left foot does seem to make me think that he is primarily left footed, and it is quite an important thing, as he does actually only pack a 3-star weak foot, which is probably one of the only things holding him back. Of course, you'd probably perhaps like more skills than 4-star, but usually when you find a 5-star skiller, they are then worth their weight in gold, and that's why Neymar's such a popular player on this game, and pretty much anyone with 5-star skills is heralded as a proper kind of meta player. So the 4-star skills I think is fine on Puskas, but the 3-star weak foot definitely does hold him back, as I've checked now, and obviously you can see on this free kick he is left footed, as he dispatches that for us in great fashion to put us 2-0 up. So yeah, I do usually need to be careful and make sure I get as many chances onto his left foot as possible, but obviously with my goal record so far I'm clearly doing a relatively decent job of that. And the end of the day, he's an icon. He can score on the right foot if it does come to that. But yeah, as we continue with this one, again trying to just knock it around with the forwards 1-2s just to try and get some runs off. We do get Puskas in here, and he does left foot that, probably the better choice than right foot, and the keeper is unmoved. And I think this is the point where our opponent decides enough is enough. 3-0 down in the first half, and that will be the final win that we need, as yes, he does quit here. So a quick first half Puskas hat-trick is enough for us to secure the final win we need. A couple of assists there from Nidal. So in the short time he may end up in this squad, he certainly delivered. But yeah, we get the job done. We get to move on to Rares next episode. You can see Puskas' record here. Now I think that is 111 goal contributions in 33 games, so that's more than 3 a game, which is ridiculous, and we are actually finally level with wins and losses. So hopefully with the Rares coming into it, providing we don't take too much of a chemistry hit early on, we can actually look to move the wins past as the losses. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.